Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening for our 2016 Donruss Signature Series 3-box break. We'll get started in just a moment. We'll start off by doing the buyer randomization, and we'll go through the list of players in the checklist and see which buyers got which players, and we'll proceed to break our 3 boxes. If anybody's on, if you could let me know if the volume's okay, I'd certainly appreciate it. Just want to make sure that I'm not too loud, but at the same time you all are able to hear me just fine. We'll give it just another minute. It looks like it's a minute or two before 7 Central Time, so we'll give everybody a couple minutes to get in the room that wants to watch the randomization before we get started. Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate that. All right, well, it is 7 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the buyer randomization. We've got a list of everyone that's bought spots in the break, and they are listed in order of purchase. So at the top of the list, we've got Hoopa Coop Collection, and on the bottom, we've got Jason Moy 2. So we're going to hit the randomizer 5 times and then match it up with an alphabetical player list from the product. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and lucky number 5. And we've got Hinjun 75 at the top, and we've got N Squaw 71 at the bottom. So we'll go ahead and cut and paste these in our spreadsheet. After I do that, I'll alphabetize them by buyer, just so it saves us a little time on going through the list, since it's a pretty long list this evening. It's a pretty large checklist in this product, so it'll take us a little while to go through it. I believe it's 385 players. All right, let's start with the list. All right, Two Toes 12 has Hunter Henry. Ace 2468 has Tyler Irving. AD Fritzy 11 has Devin Funchess, Heath Miller, Lawrence Taylor, Faroe Cooper, and Travis Swanson. ATAMG 310077 has Chris Spielman, Derek Brooks, Eric Dickerson, James Harris, Neil Smith, and Thomas Davis. Best Big Sales has Danny Shelton, Giovanni Bernard, John Elway, Julius Thompson, and Kevin Mawa. Blackstone 0 has Adam Godis, Bob Lilly, Brandon Dury, Charlie Joyner, Dan Bailey, Dion Buchanan, Earl Thomas, Jacoby Brissett, Jameson Crowder, Kalen Clay, Keenan Reynolds, Kendall Fuller, Mark Barone, Mark Gastineau, Morton Anderson, Miles Jacks, Richard Matthews, Tony Romo, Troy Brown, and Walt Garrison. Bucco Jess has Lalil Collins. B. Quinn 11 has Ed Reynolds. Brad L. Hottie has Geno Atkins and Julius Peppers. BRSPE 72 has Alan Hearns, Cardell Jones, and Jamal Charles. Cam 50 has Randy White. Candy Hawley has Andre Reed, Antonio Freeman, Dexter Manley, Matt Hazel, and Todd Gurley. Cardman 2171 has Greg Olson, Kevin Green, and Nate Orchard. KAWH 7581 has Emmanuel Baugh. Preston Brown, Rashard Higgins, and Ray Guy. Denios 3 has Jordan Payton. Dippled has Cordell Stewart. DJ Fig has Brian Urlacher, Cole Beasley, Demarius Thomas, Jarvis Landry, Justin Hardy, Sterling Shepard, Steve Atwater, Terry Bradshaw, Torrey Holt, and Wendell Smallwood. Dragonflies Rule has Jerry Rice. Drew Tucker 013 has Anthony Harris, Jeremy Macklin, Kamale Correa, Kevin Byard, Russell Wilson. Duke City Cards has Drew Brees, Hines Ward, Joe Green, Kevin Dodd, and Kurt Warner. G Cortez 10 has Allen Robinson, Ashawn Robinson, Brandon Cooks, Brian Bosworth, Carson Wentz, Chris Dolman, Connor Cook, Dan Hampton, Delaney Walker, Fran Tarkenton, Haloti Nagata, Icky Woods, Jeff Driscoll, Jerome Bettis, Jimmy Ward, Kenyon Drake, Kiko Alonso, Mackenzie Alexander, Mark Schlereth, Matt Forte, Nick Vanette, Paul Dawson, Paxton Lynch, Randall Cobb, Richard Dent, Robert Kelly, Robert Nadecki, Roger Staubach, Ron Jaworski, Ryan Khalil, Shaq Lawson, Steve Grogan, TJ Yeldon, Tony Dorsett, Travis Kels, Troy Aikman, and Von Bell. Happy Holidays has Aaron Donald, Eric Weddle, Jordan Richards, Josh Shaw, Rob Ninkovic, and Von Miller. HEJ 020308 has Amir Abdullah, Antonio Gates, Chris Jones, Gail Sayers, and Marshall Falk. Hinjun 75 has AJ Green, Aaron Burbridge, Aaron Rogers, Andrew Billings, Austin Johnson, Rashad Perryman, Bruce Smith, David DeCastro, DeAndre Washington, Dion Jones, Ed Reed, Eli Manning, Emmett Smith, James Starks, J. Ron Curse, Jim Kelly, Joe Flacco, Joe Theismann, Jordan Howard, Jordan Matthews, Jordy Nelson, Cam Chancellor, Kelvin Benjamin, Deontay Carew, Moritz Boehringer, Quentin Rollins, Randall Cunningham, Roger Craig, Sheldon Rankins, Stephon Anthony, Steve Largent, and Y.A. Tittle. Hoopa Coop Collection has T.J. Jones. JJ SFI 0 Low CL has Andy Dalton and Braxton Miller. Jaga 5245 has Antonio Brown, David Johnson, Damon Trufant, Keno Neal, Kelvin Taylor, Mike Singletary, Reggie Ragland, Russ Grimm, Trey Waynes, and Victor Cruz. Jamka US 02 IPD TM77 has Brian Cushing, Cameron Hayward, Des Bryant, Frank Gore, Steve Tasker, and Warren Moon. JSOMIA 2 has Amon Green, Deion Sanders, Ezekiel Elliott, Jeff Saturday, Lamar Miller, Marcus Mariota, Ozzie Newsome, Paul Perkins, Rod Woodson, Ryan Fitzpatrick, TJ Carey. JSOTITNE0 has Cedric Abdue, Darren Woodson, Laquan Treadwell, Mark Chimura, and Sebastian Janikowski. Jerry Jr. 99 has Ben Roethlisberger. JJ 79 Buyer has Earl Campbell. Joe Crunch has Adam Vinatieri, Barry Sanders, Boomer Esiason, Derek Carr, Doug Martin, Ed Too Tall Jones, Jim Kick, Jim McMahon, Kenneth Dixon, Luke Copley, Michael Thomas, Quandre Diggs, Sean Mannion, Stephon Diggs, Tim Brown, Tyler Eifert, Tyreek Hill, and Willie McGinnis. J. Will 33552 has Nate Sudfeld and Scott Christian. King James X has Austin Hooper, Brock Osweiler, Caleb Jones, DeForest Buckner, Jermaine Kearse, Joe Thomas, L.C. Greenwood, Michael Pruitt, Ray Lewis, and Richard Sherman. LBAC 6480 has Brandon Allen, Brian Mitchell, Carl Eller, Cody Core, Cody Kessler, Dan Marino, Edgerrin James, Gary Barnage, Jalen Ramsey, Joey Bosa, Carl Joseph, Kavari Russell, Kenny Bell, Kenny Lawler, LaDainian Tomlinson, Marcus Allen, Matt Jones, Noah Spence, Peyton Manning, Philly Brown, and Trevor Simeon. Litman 4543 has Eli Apple. Looking for Turkey has Vance Johnson. Marche Marr has Derek Watt. Jabir, you all know, Terrell Davis. Mark Lab 0 has Brett Favre, DeMarcus Ayers, and Marvin Jones. Marpass Moore 0 has Alex Collins, Champ Bailey, Darrell Rivas, Doug Flutie, Eddie Lacy, Jackson Jeffcoat, Jalston Fowler, Jeremy Langford, Jim Zorn, Kendall Wright, Mike Tolbert, Muhammad Wilkerson, TJ Green, and Trevor Davis. MKHTFLD 760 has Tyler Hybe. Mr. Brightside 417 has CJ Anderson, Chris Smith, Christian Okoye, DeMonte Dawson, Earl Wolf, John Kuhn, Rico Gathers, and Yannick Nakui. Mudfish NC has Andrew Luck. NSQUA 71 has Alex Smith, Archie Manning, Bill Parcells, Carl Davis, Clay Matthews, DeMarcus Robinson, Doug Baldwin, Eddie George, James Bradbury, Jamie Collins, Jaron Reed, Joe Namath, John Hanna, Keith Mumphrey, Kenny Clark, Michael Bennett, Mike Vrabel, Ricardo Lewis, Rod Streeter, Ryan Shazier, Solak Cravens, Taylor Hinkie, Thomas Rawls, Thurman Thomas, Tyler Board, William Jackson III, and Zach Ertz. Nate McDonald 66 has Danny Woodhead. NB2367 has Fred Dreyer. INOUS 0 has Andres Pete. OB Sports Cards has Corey Harkey, Drew Pearson, and Frank Clark. Odd Curator has Jandrick West, Charles Haley, Crockett Gilmore, Dion Lewis, Eric Berry, J.J. Watt, Jamius Winston, Marcus Smith, and Teddy Bruschi and Will Fuller. Packery Corp has C.J. Price, Cyrus Jones, Devontae Booker, Emmanuel Sanders, Isaiah Burst, Jake Ruddock, Nick Bango, Paul Horning, Terrian Ward, and Trey Williams. Sacker Sports 77 has Travis Benjamin. Sound Consignments has Blake Bortles, Brandon Coleman, Jarrell Freeman, Josh Gordon, and Kenjon Barner. Sports Cards, Legos, and More has DeAndre Hopkins, Jared Goff, Don Durimbos, Tajay Sharp, and Tajay Sharp. Starter Street Sales 5 has Justin Forsett. Tap USA 2014 has Christian Hackenberg, Derek Henry, Franco Harris, and Phil McConkey. The Mall at DUBC has Josh Doxson. THOBRI 74 has Eric Armstead, Artie Burns, Bill Bates, Brett Keisel, Chris Ivory, Chris Moore, Devin Breaux, Dick LeBeau, Eric Kendricks, Eric Rowe, James White, Jalen Smith, Jeremy Hill, John Brown, Keith Marshall, Kevin Hogan, Lorenzo Malden, Malcolm Mitchell, Marshawn Lynch, Preston Smith, Ronnie Lott, Steve Young, and Tony Lippett. Thrifting for a Living in the Ville has Brandon McManus, Mason Crosby, Roberto Aguayo, Vernon Hargraves III, and Xavier Howard. VDDVC 7 EVG VQ87 has Corey Coleman, Dak Prescott, DeMarcus Ware, Ernest Givens, and Joe Hayden. W Mimic has Tyler Murphy, and Wow Soldier has Jason Witten. All right, now that we've went through the list, give me just a second and we will get to opening the boxes. Let me move my chair over. All right, everybody. Just had to get my chair moved momentarily. Buckwald 65, that's a great suggestion. Next time, I will definitely bold the list when I'm going over it. I apologize for not doing that, but I will definitely do that in the future just to make sure that it's easier to read. Once we open the boxes, we'll go back and do a recap too. We'll go through the list and go through who got which cards. But let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with the box on top. Each one of these, there's 3 boxes. Each box has 12 autographs. We'll put that over there. Set these back here. All right. So first up is Tyler Highby. Second card is a gold parallel Isaiah Burke for the Chargers, and that's a gold version. It's serial numbered 6. Is that 16 or 18? Looks like that is 18 of 25. Then we have the dreaded and feared Panini points, 250 Panini points. And then Adam Godis for the Broncos. All right. We'll put these in sleeves real quick before we go on to the next box. I have to say that gold parallel looks very sharp. Looks real sharp. All right. Box number 2. Oh, we got a nice card on top here. That is a Moritz Bowinger. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but I don't think I am. Rookie jersey autograph. Fantastic. Nice card there. Rookie autograph. Next up is Quentin Rollins, and it's serial numbered 5 of 5. A gold parallel. And again, the dreaded and feared reward points, this time 400 reward points. And then our last card in the pack, James Bradbury. So we'll go ahead and sleeve these. That is sharp. The gold parallel is very sharp. Kind of surprised we've hit these in back-to-back packs. And then, of course, our rookie jersey autograph. All right, box number 3. Oh, Elusive Ink, Trevor Siemian. Another gold parallel, Austin Johnson, serial number 20 of 25. And then, oh, this is nice. Team Trademarks, Ron Jaworski. Nice Eagles card there, very sharp. And then James Bradbury again. What are the odds? Get these sleeved up real quick, and we'll go back through all of the cards and see who won which cards. All right. Give me just a minute to get the list, and we'll go back through. Actually, let's go ahead and do the random first for our point cards. We'll go ahead and we're going to do the random 3 times. Again, we're going to start with the list that we use to determine the player order. And we're going to do the random twice because we've got a 400 point card and we've got a 250 point card. So let's get that taken care of, and then we'll do the recap. I'll just slide my chair over. Kind of surprised that we got 2 point cards in 3 boxes, but I guess stranger things have happened. So we're going to use the same order as the original random. We're going to do this 3 times. Whoever is the top person on the top of the list after the randomizer's been run 3 times, they will get the 400 point card. So once, twice, and lucky number 3. Here we go. Odd Curator. All right. Odd Curator gets the 400 point Panini Points card. Okay. We'll go ahead and do the list again. Again, we'll run it 3 times, and this one is for the 250 point reward card. 1, 2, and lucky number 3, King James X. All right. And let's go back through the other cards. And see who got which one. So first off is our Trevor Siemian Elusive Ink. Let me do something real quick and bold this, that way everybody can see it. Okay, hopefully that will allow everyone to see it a little better. So first up is Trevor Simeon, and that goes to Elbeck 6480. Next up is our Austin Johnson Gold Parallel, serial number 20 of 25. So we'll scroll up to Austin, and that goes to Hinjun 75. Next up is our Ron Jaworski Team Trademark Signature, and that goes to G. Cortez 10. And then next are our two James Bradbury signature cards. Can't believe we got dupes in 3 boxes, but stranger things have happened. I'm sure this product was not hand packed, it was machine packed, so those things are bound to happen. And that goes to NSQUA 71, gets both of the James Bradbury signatures. And then, let's see, the Ritz rookie jersey goes to Hinjun 75. And then our Quentin Rollins Gold Parallel, which is 5 of 5. Let's see, goes to Hinjun 75 as well. And then the Tyler Hybe goes to MKH TFLD 760. And then our Isaiah Burse Gold Parallel to 25 goes to Pack Record. All right. And then the last card is our Adam Godis. And that card goes to Blantone 0. All right. So that's all of our cards plus our 2 Panini Points cards. Nick, I totally agree. Wish they wouldn't do the points, but it is what it is, unfortunately. But thanks all of you so much for buying spots in our break this evening. We certainly appreciate it, and thank you for your patience while we got the break filled. Thanks for joining us for the break tonight, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening. If you happen to be looking for any other breaks, we've got about 56 or 57 listed in our store right now, and we'll relist this break as well once we're done with the video this evening. But again, thanks everybody for joining us, and I hope everybody has a great rest of your evening.